Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Edmonton Oilers Be a GM. We're struggling. We're 17, 19, and 2 through the first 3 months, and we need to figure out what to do. So I asked you guys what you think we should do, and a lot of you guys said go with the best lines and see if that helps, and that's a good idea. So what we've done is we got Nugent Hopkins, Taylor Hall, and David Perron. That gives us a playmaker, a sniper, and a two-way forward. The second line, we got a playmaker, and a sniper, and Nail Yakupov. And then the third line, we've got a two-way forward, two grinders, and then three grinders here, okay? So that all complies if you think about the chemistry in Hut. Now, defense, I'm going to leave it power play. We're going to leave it. We'll see if anything happens here to help us. If not, then, well, we'll try something else. So, and strategy-wise, I did make a small adjustment. I did change it so that the power play was on overload now instead of umbrella, because our power play has our wingers on their onside wing as opposed to their offside, so they're not on their shooting hand. Let's see if that helps. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. And if it does, great. But if it doesn't, well, then we'll need to figure something else out here. I've been waiting a few days now since my last assignment. I'm expecting it. What? Why didn't you tell me then, you dickbag? All right, let's take a look at goalies, actually. Goalies here. Let's take a look from the WHL. Nope. There's a top 10 there. Actually, let's scout here. Let's scout the WHL. Well, we don't need any goalies. We really do not need any goalies. There was a forward. There's a couple top 10s. You know, let's scout the queue for a month. We'll get a better idea again. All right, here we go. Let's keep simming. Let's keep this going. Come on, guys. I believe in you. You're better than better than that. You're way better than that. There you go. A 2-0 win. Maybe this will help. Maybe everybody needs to be on their onside wing. Maybe that's what it comes down to. We got centers playing out of position, and I think maybe the next person to move would be Ryan Nugent Hopkins. That may be the case, and we got Connor McDavid to take over. I mean, that one's in overtime, so that's good. So, I mean, it's tough to say. It's tough to say. No offers in a while. Continue. I really don't give a shit. We may end up going... Oh, Jesus Christ. We may end up looking for that two-way forward, that elite two-way forward, right wing. I don't know if you can search by right-handed. Maybe just somebody right-handed. Doesn't need to be a two-way forward. Could be a playmaker. We could move Ryan Nugent Hopkins for a right-wing playmaker. With good hand, with not right wing playmaker, but a right wing right-handed player. Let's see how things go. I mean, like, I don't know. We're gonna be right down to the trade deadline with this bullshit. There you go. It's been better though. It's definitely been better here since we've gone best lines. So maybe we just need to find a better chemistry, a better mix. 7-5 win, and I thought that might happen. All right, here's the Anaheim Ducks. And a 3-2 loss in OT. So again, we lose a game, but we'd get a point out of it. So that's nice to see. And it looks like things are starting to click. It appears to be that things are starting to click now. Maybe we can get more wins, and maybe we need that right wing playmaker, or a right wing player, right wing elite player. And we could trade Nugent Hopkins for pretty much anybody we wanted. You know, we could get that elite player that we want. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. It's very frustrating year in and year out to be running into the same problems. Is what it's what we're running into. No, I don't care about the All-Star game. Screw the All-Star game. We need to win games is what we need. Nobody should be going to the All-Star game. Nobody here is an All-Star. They're all playing like D-bags. And we know it's not our defense. There you go. Andrew Ladd, Tobias Enstrom, and Grant Klitzome for a first round, and Nick Waugh. Let's take it Andrew Ladd, because he's a power forward, right? Second line forward, power forward, 87 overall, good physical player. Maybe that's the type of guy we need to bring into the fold is Andrew Ladd. You know, maybe that's the type of guy we need. But I don't want to give up those kind of players. Then we got David Perron, and that's almost too much. And a defenseman. I'm not willing to give up the pick. No. That's okay. Thanks for the offer, but no thanks. All right, so it's time to do a review. We'll see. I mean, we've done a lot of changes here. Save percentage, we're not up there. We're not up there for goals against. We're not up there for points. We're up there for wins. John Gibson has the most wins in the NHL. We're not up there for goals. We're not up there for assists. It's a terrible year. And we are still in a playoff spot by some goddamn miracle. Okay, so let's take a look at Stat Central. Let's take a look at team standings. See if anything's degressed. So we've gone up in the standings. We're at 17th now. Our goals for per game has gone up a little bit, but still. Goals against per game, we're still doing well. Power play, 17th, could be better. And our penalty kill, 25th. So our special teams look like they're killing us. Now, player stats, NHL. Maybe we need to go get that physical power forward and play a heavy game. That's something I've never really added to in this game, is having a big physical player. I had Chris Stewart for a while. Nugent Hopkins is getting up there, 34 points, and McDavid with 31. You've got Schultz and Scheifele. Like, Schultz has 30 points, and Scheifele has 28. But Hall down at 27 points. He's having a terrible year this year. What did he put up last year? 69 points in 82 games. Like, you expect him to have a bounce-back year, but right now he's on pace for 60 points. 60 points for Taylor Hall. I don't know. I don't really want to look at the rest of it. It's making me sick. Okay, I want to take a look at coach GM options. Who would want Nugent Hopkins? Almost anybody. But the problem is we're in the middle of the year, and I can't just make trades at will. All right, so Nugent Hopkins would get me almost anything, anybody I wanted. Arizona, no. Boston, they've got Erickson. I'm looking for a right winger, a natural right winger. Setaguchi, no. Carolina, no. Chicago, they got Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane is a guy we could get. Great passing, young, 91 overall. That would be a fair trade. All right, trade value-wise, actually Nugent Hopkins is worth a little bit more. It probably would go through, okay? So we'll move Kane. Let's take... Oh, hold on. There was also Duncan Keith. Wow, Jesus Christ. He's, Colorado. They've got Gauthier, but no. Columbus. No. Dallas. Nichushkin. No. Detroit. Mantha. No. Los Angeles. No. Minnesota. No. Montreal. Sherbak. Nashville. Forsberg. New Jersey. Nobody. New York Islanders. Okposo. Kyle Okposo. And he would be a power forward. You know, he'd be a power forward guy. He's not very defensively aware, I guess. But, and we would get something else back in return, you know. But he's considered a second. Nah, he'd be considered a first-line forward. The Rangers. No. Ottawa. They've got Bobby Ryan, but again, not somebody I want. No. Wow. San Jose. Brent Burns. No, that's okay. I'm okay with that. St. Louis. TJ Oshie. Toronto, they've got Phil Kessel, a great sniper, good shot, you know. But do we want a sniper? Not really. Not really. Vancouver, Zach Cassian, and Washington, Winnipeg, Jordan Eberle, of course, and Blake Wheeler. You know, so that's not somebody we want. Not somebody we want there either. So, and then Corey Perry. We could trade for Corey Perry, a 93 overall sniper. But it's tough to say, man. I don't know what we do. I really don't know what we do here. So, do we play it, go another month and see what happens? Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Another month. Good God. We are 2 above 500. We did see an increase when we went best lines. But this is a team that should be winning almost every game. Scout assignment, sure. We did scout there. We just did the Q, right? Yeah. No, apparently we scouted the United defense in the queue. Let's scout the... Actually, hold on. 3 weeks. 3 weeks in the United States. All right, let's do another month here. We just won the first game there, 5-2. Maybe it's our goaltending, man. Somebody said that John Gibson is just not good. He's just bad luck in the goaltending field. I think that after this year, if John Gibson has not got us to the promised land, to the final, I need to get to the Western Conference Finals. If I don't get to the Western Conference Finals, maybe John Gibson's out. You know, maybe we go for that elite goaltender. We take the step up. We got John Gibson now. Then we can move forward and get somebody even better than that. Look at Patrick Kane. He's at 51 points. There's a 1-0 loss. So that one comes down to offense. You're unable to get anything going. That one comes down to goaltending. You can't get anything. Those are back-to-back overtime losses, I think, though. So I guess that's good. Ladd, Enstrom for a first. No, decline. The only thing difference there was they took another player off, I think. I don't want to give up my first for Andrew Ladd. And a 7-3 win over the Buffalo Sabres. My goodness. That is a beating if I've ever seen one. Here come the Tampa Bay Lightning up next. And a 4-3 win, so maybe something's going on here. We won a couple in a row. We're at 27 wins, 22 losses. But again, look at how many goals he's let in. You know, 6 goals, 10 goals in 3 games. We need to be better. And we know it's not our defense. They're fantastic together. They're all really good. It may be our goaltending. Maybe it's John Gibson. And there's a loss, a 4-1 loss. Again, you know what? It might be the goaltending. And I know you guys have mentioned it before. Actually, you know what? I'm going to scout the goalies here. Scout 2 weeks here. I'm going to explore the option of what we have for goalies. I know we've had John Gibson for very little time. Keith Yandel, a first, decline. I do not need to give up that. All right, so we're only 3 above 500, but then again, hey, we're 3 above 500. Matt Green, no. Wow, they want that first. I suppose that's what's on the trade block, hey, is their first. Griffin Reinhart at 44 assists for Buffalo. Somebody said go after Griffin Reinhart, but I think that would have been too much. We would have had to give up way too much for, or not Griffin Reinhart, Sam Reinhart, pardon me. Wow, loss after loss after loss. We're drawing back to 500 here, and I'm thinking I know what the problem is, and it's goaltending. The problem is goaltending. Yep. The problem is goaltending. Every game we've played, look at this. I'm just going to go through the course of the year and see how many games we have played. See how many games that we've played where the goals have been less than... There's the 3-1 win. Like, shutout-wise, he probably hasn't got there. We don't have a good enough goalie. We don't have a good enough goalie. And you guys may have been right to go after Malcolm Subban. You know, that may have been the right idea. But take a look at this. Hold on, let's go to calendar. Let's take a look at this month and just what happened this month, okay? So go back a month. We allowed 2. Or, so that's not even the month. Here's the month here. We allowed 2. We allowed 3. 1. Then it went 4. 3. 3, 4, 4, 5, 3, 6, 1, and then none. Again, like, you can, it's consistent too. Oh, hold on. It's consistent. You know, oh, Jesus Christ, this thing's finicky. Let's see here. 5 goals. 5 goals. 3 goals. 2, win. 4 goals. It's just terrible goaltending. Let's take a look at John Gibson here. Yeah, I guess we can go to coaching options. We'll go to edit lines. All right, let's take a look at goaltending. That's our issue. I guarantee it. John Gibson. All right, so season stats. Let's look at his save percentage. .920 last year. All right, he did really well last year, but a .913 this year. He's down. 68 games played last year. He only played 6 more games than this year, and he's at way lower. .913 and 3 shutouts. That's all he's got is 3 shutouts. It's not good enough. It's not good enough for John Gibson. He's not doing well enough. Let's see what's out there for goaltenders. That might be something that we're looking at the trade deadline. All right, so let's see who the best goaltender in the league is. We probably know who it is. We're looking for a goalie. Elite. All right, we're looking for an elite goalie. We're not messing around anymore. Gibson doesn't even fall into the elite category. He's considered a starter. That's insane. Did he drop in overall? All right, who's the youngest? Robin Lehner, who we should have probably grabbed, I guess. You guys suggested him, Robin Lehner. He's got great... Look at his reflexes categories. They're really glove high, 93. Bobrovsky, 29 years old, 90 over... No, I don't want Bobrovsky. Tuukka Rask, not bad. He's pretty good there. Like, good categories there for Tuukka Rask. Carey Price, he's in the same thing as Tuukka Rask, kind of. Ben Bishop, he's 89 overall. That's insane. And then Jonathan Quick. Yeah. Jimmy Howard. And Pecorine is the oldest, but we don't want Pecorine. So I think Bobrovsky's pretty quick. Robin Lehner has some of the best categories, but I think Tuukka Rask might be the best goalie for us, or Carey Price. Probably Carey Price, 30 years old. Okay, so let's throw Carey Price on there. Let's take a look at what we're looking at in terms of trade value. Look at our goalie. All right, you got John Gibson, who's considered a starter, which is probably the problem here. And we'd have to give up, like, something else. We'd have to give up, we can give up one of the goalies we traded, or we signed. Rathjen, we got Volrath, 80 overall goalie, Volrath, Coleman Volrath. Yeah, you throw Rathjen on there. Oh, no, it won't go through. Let's take a look at skaters matching block and go by potential. Draisaitl matches. A lot of people match. Ulrich won't go through because of the player trade. Let's take a look here. We'd have to throw a pick on. A second. A second would probably make it go through. John Gibson and a second for Carey Price. That may be something to explore at the trade deadline. It may be something to explore at the trade deadline. Because John Gibson's just not cutting it, man. Just not cutting it. We need to make it now. So the trade deadline comes up right now. You know what? I say we make the trade. I say we make the trade. And we got a ton of goalies coming up that we can make a trade for a young one, too. Yeah, another loss. You know, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. We need a better goalie. We do. Just terrible. Just awful. I'm so disappointed with the way this year's gone. So disappointed. 6 goals in 2 games. And I know it's not our defense. I know it's not our defense. Scout defense there. They got top 10. Alright. So. One thing I do want to look is who's got the highest save percentage? Corey Crawford. Tuukka Rask has a 927. I don't even see what's his name on there, to be honest. Maybe Tuukka Rask is a better option for us. Corey Crawford's number 1. But it comes down to a combination of things, you know. Montreal's not doing well. What's Carey Price at? Let's take a look at stats. Player stats. This is a big decision, guys. It's a big decision. I mean, John Gibson's what, 25 years old? 24, 25, and 88 overall. Maybe we need that calming presence back in net. That elite goalie that's going to bring us to the promised land. So let's take a look. Pardon me. Goalies. All right. How old is he? Let's take a look. He's 24. So he's still young. He's probably still going to get better. But right now we don't have that. I mean, his poise is at 75. Rebound controls are really good. But let's head on over to Montreal and let's take a look. What's Carey Price doing? He's at 259 and a 9143. So he's close. Because what's our guy at here? 9128. All right. And then we look in Montreal. And he's got a... Oh, hold on. He had a 9143 and 7 shutouts this year. 7 shutouts for Carey Price. He's not played many games. He's only played 35 games. That's why he's not got as high a save percentage. Let's give him the opportunity. I say, like, he's played 35 games and had 7 shutouts. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'd say let's go after Carey Price. 30 years. He'll get another 8 years out of him at that. Let's go after Carey Price here at the trade deadline. All right, guys? That's the goal. Let's see what we can do. I think it's the best move for us. We need to get rid of John Gibson. I know. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, I didn't save. God damn it, you gotta be kidding me. Hold on. I gotta try this. I gotta save and exit and see if there was a quick save just before it. Alright, checking the time now. Let's see if there's a quick save just before it. Hold on. Let's see. Please, God. I don't want to have to go through this with John Gibson. Alright, autosave. What's today? The 21st now? I don't know what fucking time it is. Yeah, it's 21st. And when did I save it? Here. 12:47. So right here, maybe. Let's take a look at what this is. Let's see what it is. It might be. It might not be. Oh, yeah, it's right before the trade deadline. Perfect. Okay, good. Thank goodness. Okay, so we'll do it again. We'll go after, there's a 4-1 win. Nice. Played a little bit better for us there, too. Jesus, I can't believe I did that. And a 3-1 loss. Yep, time to get rid of John Gibson. Tired of fucking dealing with him. He's been absolutely awful. Maybe we need to cycle out goalies, too. Maybe that's something we need to think about for after. Let's see. And another loss. Jesus Christ. Trading block. Coach's recommendations. Yes. All right, here we go. Up to the trade deadline. Oh, yeah, we got to do our scout assignment. Scout it for 3 weeks. Actually, he was considered a top 10 before. Now he's considered a... All right, here we go. Into the trade deadline. We need to hit continue on the... Not continue on this one. Trade negotiations. I can't believe I did that. All right, here we go. Over to Montreal. It's the one time we can make a trade. Everybody says this shit's so unrealistic, but screw you guys. I'm tired of losing. What's their defense look like? Like, why are they doing so terribly? They got PK Subban, Jared Tenorti. Like, oh, that might be why. They've got all these same guys from before, and they're just not good enough. Goalies. Carey Price. Oh, they got Zach Fuki. They want to get rid of Carey Price, too. Oh, my God. All right, Carey Price. And they don't want Gibson, but they want to get rid of Carey Price. Now, we can probably get rid of Gibson Gibson comes to the end of the L, and Price comes to the end of the U. So we don't need much extra here, to be honest. If I look at something, what do they want? They want any picks? They want a third. Honest to goodness, next year's second would be enough. But they don't want it. That's the problem. They don't want either of them. All right, if they don't want next year's second, then we'll try this year's second. John Gibson and a second for Carey Price. Will it go? And it will. I'm happy to accept this proposal on behalf of the Montreal Canadiens. We consider it a done deal. There you go. We got Carey Price, guys. A much better goalie. Now, maybe we could pick up a backup goalie. Let's find somebody that's willing to get rid of their goalies. All right. Nope. Buffalo, nope. Orshio. 26 years old. 84 overall. Joni Orshio. 84 overall. He's got great stick low. He could be a good relief goaltender. You know what? No. Let's not. Let's not and say we did. Okay? Let's just shut this down. And then in the next video, we'll pick it up and we'll see how things go. We got Carey Price. What more do you want? That's the best goal you could ever grab. Winnipeg wants to trade Enstrom for Bolduc and Sadikov. I don't need it, Tobias Enstrom. I really don't. 34 overall, or 84 overall offensive defenseman. And he's not even that offensively gifted. No, do not need Tobias Enstrom. And then Arizona, they probably want the same player. They want to first for Yandel, Keith Yandel. Now he's an intriguing player, 87 overall offensive defenseman, one of the best shots in the game from a defenseman. But no, that's okay. I don't want to give up my first for that. I'd rather hold on to it. Shut that down. Let's see what else we got here. Winnipeg. All right. They want to give up Jesse Yoensu, Tobias Enstrom for a second and a third. That's not a bad trade. But I don't want Jesse Yoensu. He's a hazard for us. I don't want him out there. All right, shut that down. Shut that down. Nothing. One more. And Winnipeg with the same deal, I'm sure. Tobias Enstrom for a second and Sadikov. Dmitry Sadikov. 2.5 green stars. I don't want Tobias Enstrom, though. Is there anybody else you want to get rid of with potential? Who's this Konecki? Centerman. 71 face-off, playmaker, 80 overall. Wow, look at his acceleration. 98 acceleration. He's like a Connor McDavid, but not quite as good. Potential-wise, let's look at the best potential players they have. Jacob Trouba, Bure, Oleg Bure, a sniper, 63 overall right now. He could get up there. Could. They've also got McKenzie. Now, McKenzie was one of the guys I looked at. 71 overall center. Brett McKenzie, no, that's okay. I think we're okay without. All right, good enough. Turn that down. Good enough for the trade deadline, guys. We've got Carey Price. I really, really hope that that's going to make the difference here. All we had to do was give up a goalie in a second. That's pretty good. That's not bad when you think about it, okay? And we increased overall by 4. So it should be a big difference. So leave it there. Until next time, I'm Target Audience, and I'll catch you guys out on the ice.